Okay, so your project today is going to be to design a raised bed garden. So here's just some pictures of like actual real life raised bed gardens. So they're sometimes built out of wood like that. Sometimes they're really low to the ground, just like one 12-inch board. They can be any shape. See how that's like multiple, one part's higher, lower. That one looks like it's kind of like a hexagon or something. That one's multiple squares all together. That one has some little things out the side. Those are just baskets. There's sometimes, so those are all made out of, wood. So cinder block garden is something people also do, just because that's easy. So you just get the 6-inch cinder blocks. Hey guys, one talker. So the thing about cinder blocks is you can do them and plant in the blocks and move along. So you get to choose today what type of garden you're going to build. You could also probably make them out of bricks or something. And so this is your project. It's broken down in steps. And really, you guys, like half the project is... How many partners are we allowed to have? You're doing this individually. Because half the project is just deciding what you're going to do, and that takes longer if you're getting everyone's opinions. I already know what I'm doing. Okay? So you have to design it for either your backyard, or if you want to, I have a picture of my backyard, or a diagram of my backyard, and Coach Kaufman has a picture of hers. I'm going to show this to you. And so you're going to show where in the backyard is it going. Is it in the middle of the yard? Is it in a corner? Is it just somewhere against the fence? So this is a requirement to get full credit. You have to use at least 3 shapes, and you'll get extra credit if you choose to do some with 4 or more sides. So if you do like a pentagon or hexagon or octagon, okay? So you choose what combination of shapes you're going to use. And so the first step is just, hey, decide what's it going to look like, and then do the math calculations. What does that mean your angles will be? You know, if you're doing triangles, are they equilateral? What type are they? Are you doing a square? And then how big is it going to be? Is it going to be a little one where each side's a few feet? Or are you going to do a huge big one? So these are just decisions. And then how deep is it going to be? Are you going to do the cinder block gardens that are 6 inches deep? Or are you going to do boards and build them up? Are some parts going to be, 12 inches deep? Some parts go up to 3 feet or something like that. Was there a question? Oh. Yes.
For that, would we have to do length and width and height to get the size?
Yeah, so first you're deciding how big it is. And then when you get down here to the plan out the materials, that's when you're going to find, okay, what's the area of your garden? Because then you need to put weed barrier down on the bottom. How much soil do you need, which is the volume, so length times width times height. I have a garden. Wait, ask me that again after I'm done recording this. Okay, how many side material, so that would be like figuring out the perimeter of your garden. And then how are you going to actually build it? So are you using nails and wood? How are you going to make sure your angles are right, especially if you decide to go to a pentagon or one of the larger sides? All right, question. Yes?
Okay, so if we're doing a bunch of squares and you ask for the angle, they're all going to be the same.
You can tell me they're all 90-degree angles. And then just make sure when you get to the building it, what are you going to do to make sure you get a 90-degree angle? Are you going to put it up against another block of wood that's square, something like that? I mean, you have to figure out a way to get it close to perfect. I mean, when you're building things, if your angles aren't perfect, it just depends how complicated your shape is, how much trouble it's going to get you into. But you just need to think it through and have a plan. So really, a lot of this is just that, hey, did you think it through, decide how to do it? And then another big chunk of it is your actual drawing. So draw how it fits into the yard, and then draw a specific garden plan. If you're going to do one like those pictures where there's multiple layers, just figure out how you're going to draw that. So maybe you could draw it in different steps of layers. Yes. Okay. And so let me just show you the examples. Oh, yeah. I didn't go over that part. Okay, and the last part's you can pull out phones or Chromebooks. Go to either Lowe's or Home Depot is what I would recommend. And just, hey, if you said I'm building it with the 12-inch boards, go say, okay, what does each 12-inch board cost? Oh, I need 5 of them. That's my total cost. What's weed barrier cost?
I have a question.
Yes, what's your question?
When is this due?
So ideally, you'll have it done by end of class because you're gonna have the whole hour and a half to work on it. But you can take it home and bring it back next class if you need to.
We get extra credit if we finish it check.
No, but you get extra credit if you do more than sides with more than 4 corner sides. Okay. All right, guys. I'm the one talker. So then, also, you are deciding what you're going to plant. You're going to fill it full of flowers. You're going to buy vegetables, and again, you're going to look that up and see what the costs are.
What if we're getting like seeds for the dollar store?
You can put that there. That's a perfectly good thing to do. Okay. So just to give you an example, why we think you can do this in one day. So Coach Kaufman did this. This was her backyard. She gave, approximate things. You do have to make sure you're drawing it to scale.
How big your backyard is?
Guess. Estimate. Okay. Okay, and so she drew a pentagon with a parallelogram and a trapezoid here. And she gave the measurements of every side. I think she was using like 1 centimeter equals 2 feet or something like that. And so if you don't have your own backyard or you can't just want to use hers, this is her backyard. You can't use that garden, but you can use that backyard kind of as an idea. And then this is my backyard. Is really odd shape because I'm in a cul-de-sac. So this is approximately my house, and then my backyard is this shape. So it's a big backyard. My front yard's tiny. It's awesome because I don't have to mow very much for my neighbors to see. I can let my backyard grow. So
You get a fine for that.
not in my backyard. Okay, so that's a project. You're going to come pick up